Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to more Stardew Valley. Previously, we experienced Evelyn's birthday, we bought a lot of books, and in turn, we just spent a lot of money. That's the main takeaway, is we spent way too much money. This time, we're gonna start off our day. I think this is the first time I've started an episode in the new area, like our actual bedroom, even though it's very dull right now, but I think it's the first time actually. I can't kiss you right now? I guess it's because you're trying to walk somewhere, but whatever. But yeah, this time we're going to be, this is exciting, we are going to be finishing up our first year in the valley. Pumpkin pie in my house. It's a tradition to eat pumpkin pie during the Feast of the Winter Star. The season just isn't complete without the wonderful flavor you can only achieve with the finest farm fresh pumpkins. Little nutmeg, cinnamon, and a clove will sweep you off the land of crimson and gold. Okay, that's nice. Yeah, I guess I can't. Whatever. But yeah, so we're going to be experiencing the rest of the winter season in this episode, which means that I don't want this episode to be super duper long, which means I'm just going to cut to when we are going to the important stuff. Let's see here. Oh, Evelyn, I usually don't give out recipes, but since you've been such a sweetheart to George, and I have written this one down for you. Rice pudding, oh, that's nice of her. And found this in a drawer somewhere. She just gave us a battery pack. And how you doing? Hope the winter hasn't been too hard on you, and I'm ready to ask you for some hardwood. 10 pieces of hardwood for Robin. Okay, we can try to get to that. But yeah, I don't want this episode to be abysmally long, and I also don't want it to be like... I mean, I guess I should just leave it at that, right? I don't want it to be abysmally long. Basically put, it's going to be a compilation, a cornucopia, if you will. You will see the things that I would say deem important. It makes me seem like really high and mighty in myself, but... I'll make sure I show the things that I think are important. And I'll, of course, give updates on things I'm doing if, again, I find those to be important as well. Now, keep in mind, I think today... Oh, so is it 10? She said I needed? It's 10, right? How did I forget this? Only just 10 pieces of hardwood. What do you need? Refined quartz? Okay, so yeah, we have quite a bit of things to get done today. But yes, I'm going to be planning on getting a few different things done, and I'm just going to be cutting around as we, get to certain topics. And I'll talk to you guys when certain ones pop up. So, it's time for us to get to the last bit of winter. Here we go. Starting off with some important stuff. Robin, I have some hardwood for you. Do I have to actually, I guess, hand it to you like that? Here you go. You brought it. I know I can always count on you, Ryan. This wood is perfect. Exactly what I need. Thanks. Okay, so for 10 hardwood, we get 500 gold. Not bad. And we get more friendship. We don't really need that with Robin because we're at max with her, as bad as it sounds. But we are starting the day off over here. Now, there is a new tab here, but I'm going to get into that in a different episode. And there's like... yeah, a bunch of stuff here I could get into. But, first things first, I want to come over here to move buildings because if I come over here, I'm going to move the barn down a single tile because I think it was like there or something. Wait. Oh. Wait. No, I lined that up right. Why wasn't it letting me place stuff? Wait. What? Wait, I'm confused. Okay, hold up. I guess whatever, okay, I'll come back to that, I guess, at a different time if it doesn't work. I'm coming here to make something, if I forgot the green algae. I'll see you guys in just a moment. I'm going to cut two things. I'm going to get the green algae, and two, I'm going to check to see if the barn's aligned properly. See you in just a moment. Robin, sorry about that. We are back. Oh. And this time for real, we're going to be... Oh yeah, so I did check. It is in the right spot now. I don't know how it was put in such a spot that it didn't work earlier, but it's working now. Actually, wait. No, wait, I'm being so stupid. Okay, yeah, we're building another fish pond, and we're just gonna, for now, place it right next to the sturgeon pond. Eventually, it's gonna have its own little area and stuff, but for now, it's just gonna go there. So start working on that as soon as she can. And I'll come in here because I just want to see what she has for sale. Wood chipper, mini fridge, telephone, budget TV, plasma TV, furniture catalog. That is a really interesting item that once we can finally save up, which it's gonna be a while because if you see how expensive that thing is, yeah, it's gonna be a bit. But once we eventually can afford that, it's gonna be really nice because that's going to be really useful for actually decorating our house and making it look nice instead of what it actually is currently. I'm going to come on here and I'm going to buy all of the recipes that I can from Robin, which is going to cost a bit of money, as you can see, and by a bit I mean we are now dirt broke. But that is nice because now we have all the crafty recipes that she has to give us, which I want to have those on us. I get so sleepy when it's cold. Okay. But yeah, I wanted to do that. Keep in mind, since we have a radio again, we're going to be just making a bunch of money progressively and yeah, whatnot. But yeah, let's get that started and get that going. New quest. We have an iron bar for Sandy. Okay. Should be able to manage that, hopefully. Especially if we're going to be going to the Skull Caverns again soon, which I'm really hoping to. Pierre, you sack of crap. Take this. There you go. Hello, Ryan. I saw you the ad I posted. Looks perfect. Here's your famous promise to you. Oh, hey, 6 hearts. Nice. Does show up right outside right now? Okay. But yeah, there we go. It's nice. Not that one. There we go. So that's more friendship with Pierre, which is the main thing, and a little bit of money. So we'll take what we can get. Day 1 comes to a close at a very interesting pace, to say the least. We went from chill music, having a good time decorating our farm, to one of the biggest questions one can be asked. This will happen randomly with your spouse, so long as you have upgraded your house to the point that you have the nursery. Though it is random, I think you do have to be at a certain heart level. Maybe, I don't know for sure, though. But I think it is just random chance. I don't think there's any way of making this happen automatically. And in case you're curious, if you are somebody who decided to go with somebody of the same gender or, you know, whatever, then instead of having a baby, you can adopt a baby, and the same question prompt will appear, and the function's the same. It's just the words around it are different. You know what? In for a penny, in for a pound, sure. I get it, in for a penny, because, no, actually, oh my god, that was terrible. Okay. Yeah, you can see here, this is our funds for the day. Actually, I didn't sell as much Iridium bars as you may think, but that's because I actually am keeping some just that way I can upgrade our gear once the time comes and whatnot. But as you can see, day 1 of our last week of winter, pretty strong. Starting off with day 2, it's going to be another blank day. Our Iridium pickaxe is done, meaning if we have at least neutral luck, I'm probably going to head to the Skull Cavern because of multiple reasons. There's a lot of good things there for us to get. That is indeed telling that we're going to the Skull Caverns today. Ever see little stems poking out of the ground there? Hard to spot some moves. If you dig a spot, you find sundial. That's how it works. Yeah, so he's talking about. Okay, do whatever. I'm gonna head town. Okay, yeah, whatever. Oh, I shouldn't be saying that because whatever. Speaking of, are we at max yet? We should be close. I don't know if I'm really gonna give her another gift anytime soon, but whatever. But yeah, I'm gonna go get our Iridium pickaxe, and we are going to start doing an a Skull Cavern run. I am very excited because again, this is where a lot of the gameplay comes in, and oh, it's just not been waiting for us. Yes. I'm ready to get into it, and I'll see you guys, well, in the run. See you in just a moment. On our way to pick up the Iridium pickaxe, we have a new quest on the big quest board. Robin's resource, where she wants us to get 1,000 pieces of wood in a week. That one we're going to have to set up for, so we're definitely not ready for that. And one where we have to catch a bunch of perch. I think that one's going to be more plausible. If you recall where perch are at, you only need to catch 10. It's not super duper hard. But we'll get to that at a different day, since of course today's a great luck day. I want to make sure I'm using that on the Skull Cavern. But while we're here, and while I have you here, let's take a look in just 10 seconds in game. There we go. Time to get our Iridium pickaxe. There it is, the max level of our pickaxe. You see the Iridium pickaxe, go over to it, used to break stones. Doesn't want to say anything different, but it looks cool. It's purple, and it's way more effective. Okay, sounds like it's time to get our run ready. Before we get into our run, gotta make sure we deliver our iron bar to Sandy. I saw the bulletin I posted? It looks perfect. For some reason I thought she was gonna say bulletin board I posted. Here's your payment as I promised. She traveled all the way to Stardew Valley, by the way, just to post that. Hello, sweetie. I'm so glad that their bus is back in service. It's starting to get lonely out here. Do I have anything for you? I guess I'll just give you a power melon. Okay, yeah, you at least like that. Okay, good. Okay, and with that, it's time for real to get the run started. Let's get to it. So, even with the glitch, it seems the reward system for defeating enough monsters does in fact work, because as you may have just seen there, indeed, we have completed the goal for killing enough of the mummies in the mines, so that's really nice and really impressive. First secret note of the run, we have another one that is an image, but this time with an X marks the spot. You can see what appears to be some train tracks, so maybe that can give us an indicator of where to go. Definitely gonna need to get on that. Maybe in this episode, in fact, we'll get on to solving a bunch of these mysterious notes, huh? Just got our second note of the run, and this one is actual words instead of a picture. It's a page from someone's diary. There are only a few older bachelors in town, and none of them are perfect. Harvey is really anxious and weak, but I know he would make a loyal and devoted husband. He likes coffee and pickles. Elliot is a bit foppish and melodramatic, but he does have a nice chin. He likes crab cakes and pomegranates. Oops, I did. I just cut off the rest of them. I did not mean to do that. One sec, let me... That's a page... No, it's one of these ones somewhere, right? Where is it? The page, no, it's good looking. No, wait, was this it? No. Sorry, I did not. There we go. This one. Here. Page 2. There we go. Shane is messy and antisocial, but I think his gruff exterior is a defense mechanism, isolating his softness from the world. He likes beer, pizza, and pepper poppers. Once again, it's another one that is, for some reason, a diary in the bottom of a giant skull cavern, but it's one that is posed in a way that gives you a bit more, I guess, knowledge to work with in terms of what the bachelors may love. So there you go. So there's a bit more insight in case you needed it. Literally 1 or 2 floors later, we have our third letter. Greetings, Ryan. Have you found my secret in the dark tunnel? I look forward to meeting you. Key. Now, if you recall, that's the name of the guy who was at the bottom of the Skull Cavern last time, who gave us the Iridium Milk, and he was the one who dropped over the mysterious packages. Maybe we'll have to check that out soon. Maybe he's trying to tell us something. The day comes to a close. Here is our funds. And you may notice, well, I want to put my inventory away, but I'll show you guys our inventory that I did have before I put stuff away. And you may be curious, like, oh, why did you do so poorly? Why do you have so little iridium? Well, yeah, so that aside, that happened. And basically it fricked the whole thing up. It was an accident, and normally, if I was playing myself, I just would have reset the day and been like, frick it, because I didn't really have anything, as you see, that wonderful on me by any means. But when it came to the context of me getting the notes and everything, I was like, I don't want to have there be like some confusion as to what I now don't have and do have and whatnot, so I just said, whatever, I made a mistake, I'll own up to it this time. In the future, I'm thinking about just not taking warp totems and just letting myself pass out, but we'll kind of see how that goes. Our, as you can see, our second pond is done here. Fish can be placed in the pond, yeah. So we can actually throw another fish in there, and that is why I built it. You may be wondering, okay, so what fish are we going to put in there? Now, one sec, sorry, I was trying to put this sturgeon roe away. You may be wondering what fish we're going to be putting in there. Well, I'm going to come into our house for a moment because we have been stocking up on some fish, as you recall. You can see we have a few fish here, you know, we have the squid, you know, and whatnot, but you know what I want to grab? You can see that there is a bunch of different fish here. I'm gonna grab the crimson fish. Now you might be thinking, well, it's a legendary fish. You can't just put it in, like, into a fish pond, right? You can put the legendary fish into a fish pond. This is new with this update. This was not always true. So again, if you're like me and you've been playing this game for a while and you see this, it looks like a cardinal sin. This is indeed a new thing. Now, another thing I'm going to talk about while I'm here. If you are ever to want to retrieve a fish out of it, you can always simply throw your line in, cast your line in, I guess so to speak, as you can see, and you'll catch the fish out of it. This is really good for your legendary fish. However, do be noted, as you can see, it lowers the quality back to standard after being taken out of the pond. So you'll want to keep that in mind. But you at least have access to your fish, and you won't lose access to them, because keep in mind, legendary fish you only have one of. So that may draw into some questions as to, okay, well, what the frick, how is that going to work with, you know, a fish pond where it comes down to fish eggs and stuff like that? Well, we'll get to that in due time. But for now, I'm going to get my daily chores going. We have Leia's birthday today, and we're probably going to fish for some perch because we have that mission for Demetrius. Let's get the day started. You've reached a new level of understanding. That little text box right there may confuse you, unless you go through your tabs, aka to us, our skills tab, and we notice this mastery bar is now at 1. So, now that we have this, you know, tab at 1, why don't we go check out the cave, which we just so happen to be near, and see what exactly is different, since clearly something's happened. Well, all of them are shining. We check the tablet, there's a green arrow, and now we can claim our reward for one of these specific masteries. I'll say this, you can eventually get them all, but we are going to be trying to pick one early on to actually help us with. I'm going to skip past this one for now, the combat one, because there's kind of a spoiler-ish of something coming up. So, for now, we'll go past that one. We have the Foraging Mastery, Mystic Tree Seed, and Treasure Totem. For the Mystic Tree Seed, this can be planted to grow a special tree, and the Treasure Totem used on diggable terrain to summon a ring of treasure spots. And you can now find golden mystery boxes which contain superior items. Cool. We have the Farming Mastery, Iridium Scythe, can be used to harvest any crops. It's also excellent at gathering hay. Statue of Blessings, touching the statue gives you a unique blessing every day. And you can now find golden animal crackers, which permanently doubles a farm animal's produce. It doesn't work on pigs. We have Fishing Mastery, Advanced Iridium Rod, used in the water to catch fish. Up to 2 bobbers can be attached at once. A perfect catch yields triple the fish. However, each time a fish escapes the fishing bar, the catch is reduced. That's for the challenge bait, by the way, not the Advanced Iridium Rod. You can now encounter golden fishing chests. And lastly, a Mining Mastery, Statue of the Dwarf King. Choose from 2 mining-related powers each day. Heavy Furnace, it's more efficient than a regular furnace, requires 25 pieces of ore and 3 coal per use. Gem-bearing rocks now grant twice the gems. Those are what we're working with, and despite us doing a lot of mining, we are going to pass the mining one for now. We're also not going to go with the fisher one for now, so that just leaves the farming and the foraging. Now, which one should you pick? This can depend on a few different things. One, where you're at in the game, and also what mechanics you find yourself using the most. If you find yourself doing a lot of fishing and you enjoy the fishing, go with the fishing one. But if you don't really find yourself using it, consider not doing that. So on and so forth. For now, we are going to pick the Foraging Mastery. You can see it lights up, and now it's actually colored in, which shows that we have mastered this. So now we have 2 new recipes that we can find in here. Let's find them. For the Mystic Tree Seed, you need 5 of each seed of acorn, maple seed, pinecone, and mahogany seed. You plant it to grow a special tree. Interesting. And then down here is the treasure totem. For 5 hardwood, 1 mystic syrup, which we don't know what that is, and 10 moss, we can create a treasure totem. Really cool. And now there is a passive buff that is permanent that now makes it... I don't know if this appears anywhere. I don't think it should. I don't think that makes sense. Does it? Oh, it does. Here you go. Foraging Mastery. You can now find golden mystery boxes which contain superior items. And again, just like all the other forms of the mystery box, those can appear just like in the same places. It can be for mining, fishing, literally doing anything that would get us a mystery box in the, like, beforehand can get us now a golden one, which will have better rewards for us. Really cool. And again, hopefully eventually we can get even more of these mastery rewards. But with that out of the way, it's time for us to continue the day, because we have a lot more stuff to get to. See you guys in just a moment. Going to come in here and buy a salad, specifically so we can give it to the birthday girl of the day. If you recall, today's actually Leia's birthday. I think she should still be at her cabin. Started trying to catch walleyes, but I started catching a bunch of crap, so I'm taking a break for a second. Even though I think walleyes, or no, perches, yeah, perches, are only like out till like 7 p.m., which suck, but... we'll get back to that. I just want to make sure I do this. Oh, and we are seeing a heart scene here. This is Leia's, I believe, 4 heart scene. I think this is the first heart scene we've seen since we've been married. I'm not entirely sure, though. At least one's for bachelors and bachelorettes. Kel, how many times do I have to tell you? I don't want to come back to the city. Stop calling me. I don't want to hear from you anymore. Click sound. Oh, there you go. Well, it did the sound for me. Why did I have to put it in the text box? What? Oh, on your birthday, too? Oh, that sucks. Ryan. So, I guess you heard me yelling on the phone. That was my ex. I guess I'd better tell you a little about it. You really don't have to. Whatever. We had an apartment together back in the city. I did odd jobs during the day and spent all night working on art projects. We barely made enough to scrape by. He was always nagging me to go back to school and study business or medicine, something with a lot of money in it. I guess the idea was to save up for a normal life. You know, a house, the suburbs, kids, PTA meetings, that sort of thing. I wasn't ready for that kind of life, Ryan. I had to leave, so I came here to pursue my dream of being an artist. Was that selfish of me? No, and your ex sounds like an idiot. No, but you've been better staying in the city. A little, wow, these are a lot of terrible options. I'm just gonna do the top one. No, it had to be done. You're right. I just wouldn't be happy back there. I was better for both of us to end in... oh, wait. End an unsustainable relationship, or still young and flexible. Man, I should not be recording when it's late at night, dude. Anyway, I've been thinking a little more about the art show idea you had. Working on some new sculptures to display at the show. I'm nervous, but the thought of getting my work out there is pretty exciting. Just glad that you're on board with making Stardew Valley a premier art destination, Ryan. Aw. So there we go. We got to hear about her ex. Not exactly what I really want to talk about with her, but whatever. It gets pretty cold in my little cabin. I just snuggle up under a huge blanket and I'm okay. Okay. Happy birthday! This should get you to max hearts, I believe. Yes, it is. Hey, thanks so much for trying this. This makes my birthday feel special. There we go. Nice. That means another person... how high are you on our list now? There you are. Okay, yeah, you're doing pretty good. Oh, I need to... oh, yeah, to meet... well, to be fair, he's going to be our secret Santa person or whatever. But yeah, so now that's done, we can actually get back to other stuff. I'm going to go fish up at the mountain lake. It's a freshwater fish, so it can be found in the river and in the mountain lake. I'm just going to try that, see if that maybe makes it a little easier. I think there's a smaller fish pool there, and they're a little bit easier, so hopefully we can get through it a little bit faster. But who knows for sure. End of the day, a little bit of money, nothing super impressive, nothing super worth showing, outside the fact that, again, I want you guys to be informed on all the things I did, so you don't feel like I'm scamming you. We're on the 24th, which means we're on the last 4 days, technically, if we don't count today. And today is going to be a free day, because tomorrow is the Feast of the Winter Star, which is exciting. Hopefully we'll have a gift for Demetrius by then. I also do actually have some... also, what's gonna... okay, that's fine. I actually do have some perches here that I have, because I haven't gotten enough of them yet. I think I have 4 or 5. Let me look. 4 out of 10. And I actually crafted a bait maker, which we have outside, and I just put some of the perches in. I have 2 left over. You can see I have 17 perch bait, which makes it more likely for us to find them, and hopefully that'll expedite us finding the last few ones that we need. Let's get the day started.
A long clawed hand reached around the rock and grabbed Wayne. The claws left holes in his chest where he'd been grabbed, which mimicked his body in the real world.
In case you were curious, as you can see, the Crimson Fish and all Legendary Fish do in fact produce roe. You can see how much it's worth. 15,000 for just these 2 produced if I was just to throw them in now. However, what happens if I decide to put them in the preserves bin? Well, let's put them in and wait a little bit and see what happens. But we'll definitely want to come back to that in due time. So I just realized, after you saw there I completed a monster goal, that my software for some reason wasn't recording the last little bit of gameplay. Thankfully not too much has happened. The only thing you missed was that I completed the perch quest for Demetrius, netting us a bit of money, not too much. And I gave Leah her birthday gift, which maxed our hearts with her. Pretty much nothing else you really missed. I came to the mines and decided, hey, you know what? I'm going to start trying to work towards the goal since I know that they work still. The one for defeating enough shadow people. And as you just saw, I completed it, and I also got some extra loot. You can see I have some other random stuff like outfits and whatnot. But I just got the Holy Blade. Feels hopeful to wield. 27 damage. Terrible damage compared to what we have, but if you look, it has +4 speed, +2 defense, which, keep in mind, this only gives +4 speed, so it's about as fast. It's actually just as fast as the Galaxy Blade, and it gives more defense, and it gives a crit chance, and it has a thing like Purple Star that says Crusader. The Holy Blade is a very unique weapon that can be very useful, especially if you get it and you do not have the Galaxy Sword, like we do. So I'm going to come over here and we're going to grab our rewards. But I do need to throw stuff away. I shouldn't come over here. I guess I'll just throw away the Iridium bars. Since, or not Iridium. No, I'm not throwing away the Iridium bars. The Iron bars and the... I throw the Iron ore away? I only have a little bit. Because the fiber I want to save... Actually, I'm just going to throw away the Squid Ink. What am I saying? We have a Arcane Hat, the type of cowboy hat worn by a wizard. Okay. And the Savage Ring. Gain a short speed boost whenever you slay a monster. Really cool. Oh, and so this... Wait, this is fixed? Wait, what? There has not been a patch, I don't think, so wait, why is this fixed? I am very... Okay, whatever. We're just going to move on. So as you can see here, we are still missing around a little under 100 slimes. We are missing a few Pepper X's, which are the, like, dinosaur kind of things, a few different serpents, and 150 of question marks. So we're getting closer to completing all of our monster slaying goals. In fact, I believe that is the last one we have in the normal mines outside of the slimes, but we can again find those in other places, so I'm not super concerned. As I said, it is a shame that my recording software decided to stop, but thankfully you didn't miss too much, and we can continue on where it's like nothing happened. So I'm going to clear up my inventory, and we're going to wake up tomorrow on the day of the festive, whatever it's called, the festive star, the last festival of winter. I'll see you guys in just a moment. So here are our funds for the day, and you can see... Look at him go by. There is a little bit of a St. Nicholas going by in there. This little pixelated reindeer. Really adorable. That is actually guaranteed to happen on the night of the 24th in reference, of course, to, you know, December 24th, Christmas, and all that in real life. A really funny little reference. Doesn't really actually do anything having Santa go over Stardew Valley, outside of the fact that he's canon in Stardew Valley, which is amazing. But it's just a cute little detail of the game. But, as you can see, it is now the morning of the Feast of the Winter Star, the final festival of the season. So we're going to get it started. Now, of course, that does mean we're going to have a bit... Oh, of course, it's a great luck day, and it doesn't even matter. Ever had the urge to dig around your neighbor's trash? Ew, hey, if that's your thing, just don't do it when someone else is around to notice you. It'll be seriously grossed out and it'll harm your friendship. Well, unless they're in the same thing. Okay. Oh, good morning, Ryan. I made you a hot breakfast. Oh, it's important to me to live with our full belly. Wait, aren't we gonna be... Whatever. Thought we were gonna be seeing each other because we're going to the festival today together, but whatever. So, starting the day off, we are going to be... Wait, what's this? Hey, Ryan, thanks for the help. Oh, yeah, the fish, we helped Demetrius, of course. Nature is really good at keeping things balanced. Sometimes artificial factors can cause an imbalance. I've enclosed a blueprint from a science magazine that you might find interesting. Demetrius, farm computer. Interesting, so let's take a look at that. Where's it at? Here it is. A dwarf gadget, a battery pack, and 10 refined quartz. So, we don't really have the dwarf gadget, but hey, it's time for us to start saving up some of our stuff for. Of course, the day itself, I still have some chores and stuff to do before the festival actually begins, which I think it begins when? I can check the mail, because I got one from... Yeah, here we go. Oh, from 9 a.m. Okay. So we have a little bit of time. Now, when it comes to what Demetrius loves, there is unfortunately one item that we have that I know he loves, which is strawberries. There are some other stuff he loves, but I believe, to be honest, they're all cooked food, and I really don't think I have the things on me, or the means necessary right now to give him cooked food as the gift to him. So, for now, we're just gonna give him... Well, not for now. We're just gonna give him the strawberry, because we have a few extra, aka we have one extra. And we might as well make some use of it in terms of being able to actually, you know, give him something he wants. For some reason, the big, large white egg there looked a little weird. But yes, I'm going to see you guys at the Feast of the Winter Star, because there's no way you guys want to see just the daily chores and whatnot. See you guys in just a moment. And here we are at the Feast of the Winter Star, and the music fits so perfectly. It's so holly and jolly. Welcome to the Feast of the Winter Star. Today is a time for you to thank for this year's good fortune. Forget your worries for the day and relax. Okay, so my worries of not having a truffle yet. Oh, presents! Sorry, I'm still mad about the truffle thing. I'm still upset I didn't win the ice fishing competition. Oh, I shouldn't talk to you then, because you're probably still mad at me. I'm thankful to have met you. Aww. It'd be so wholesome and sweet and stuff to mess with my jokes. Do you want to hear the legend of the Winter Star? Sure. In the night sky of winter, there's a bright star only visible from this valley. No one knows why this is, but in times of old, people would come far and wide to see it. They believe that anyone who laid eyes on the Winter Star would be blessed with good fortune. Some even claim that the mysterious fruit known as the Star Drop is connected to the Winter Star in some way. Interesting. So, I mean, the Star Drop certainly seems like it has some interesting properties. Hey, good afternoon. So I wouldn't be surprised if there's some, you know, odd ties to stuff like that. I'd join in, but I don't think I'd be welcome. You're more than welcome, Linus. Come on now. Man, at first I feel bad. Now I'm starting to get annoyed because he's just so down on himself all the time. So we actually have a decent part of the town, as you can see, open here. Oh, come on, there's a candy cane blocking me. But, of course, you can only go so far. They just happen to block it off with a bunch of decorations and essentially garland that's used as, like, partition tape. But we always want to look around because you don't know how distant some people will be and how far away they'll be from the rest of the group. So we're just going to make sure we're looking around and trying to include everyone as we go. Oh, what the flip? Okay, well, let me talk to him because I had my cursor up. Why, hello, Ryan. It's chilly, isn't it? Oh my goodness, dude. It's so far in winter you're just saying that. It's a fine art making candy canes. You really got to search for far and wide and best ingredients. They aren't easy to come by these days. I usually use Fern Island green fruit for my premier canyons. What? Canes. You know, you can't beat the bright red coloring. It's all natural. I want to know the secret of my deluxe double canes. Okay, but you gotta promise absolute secrecy. Whisper. It's a drop of vanilla into white candy to complement the cherry flavor. Of course, peppermint candy canes are the standard, and I always make a healthy batch of those as well. You look like you're falling asleep. Are you okay? I was about to say, Gus is going on forever with this. Gus just tell me about his artisan candy canes. Yawned. I think he had too much eggnog, or cinnamon nog. Ryan, what are you hoping to find under the spirit tree? Pair of stylish boots, jug of spiced meat, a new watering can. I'm finding my watering can, a pair of stylish boots. I see that'd be a great gift. I hope that there's a new camera for me under the spirit tree. How you doing, George? Feast for some stupid star humbug. Yeah, of course. Oh, my, aren't you cold, dear? It's freezing. Oh, hello. Oh, you're not... Oh, he seems depressed. Okay, he just doesn't have anything to follow up. It's not a good time of year for a diet. Maybe that's why he's upset, too. I'm thankful that there were no medical emergencies this year. Amen to that. That's always a good thing. I've met some people who believe in spirits and magic, but me, I've never been anything that couldn't be explained by science. Okay, one of those types of people. All these happy families, but for me, I'm just another lonely year. Okay, Clint, come on. Still stuff to be happy about. Ooh, I've had too much nog. Of course, Pierre, once again, is selling stuff, and this time it actually isn't just stuff that is furniture. You can see there's espresso and frozen tea for an outrageous price, winter root, and there you go, then there's the furniture. Again, some cool stuff that you may be interested in. Me personally, I think I'll pass for now, but I do want to come back here because I want to talk to him. My sales figures have been phenomenal lately, thanks to the Feast of the Winter Star. Boy, holidays are good for business. I wonder if I could invent some new ones. Of course. That's Pierre. Don't really want to talk to Pierre. Nothing like piping hot feast on a cold winter's day. I shouldn't say that on the day that's supposed to be at Christmas, right? Hi, Ryan. Hello, Maru. Hi, Ryan. You're welcome to join our family table if you need company. Oh, that's so sweet. That's actually super awesome. Spending time with the family is tiring sometimes. Yeah, but trust me, you'd love that. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. Now once we go to Demetrius, give Demetrius a secret gift. Here we go. Strawberry. Oh, so it's you. Strawberry, thanks. Despite... Oh, wait, what? Oh, I didn't know that would end it. Oh, no, I didn't talk to everybody. I think I missed Vincent and Sam. It's okay. We'll talk to them next year. Keep in mind, we're going to have multiple... Oh, it's Sebastian. Oh, he's our secret gift giver, guys. Oh, I wonder what Sebastian's going to get us. What does Sebastian seem like the type of guy to give? Hi, so I'm your secret gift giver this year. Well, open it. What is he going to give us? What screams Sebastian? A purple mushroom. I mean, it's purple like he just gave us shrooms. Oh, it's perfect for Sebastian. Receive some purple mushroom. It's nothing fancy, but it's the best I could afford. He is a programmer. He lives in his mom's basement. That's about right. That's hilarious. Okay, it didn't kick us out. Good. Yeah, so once you give your gift, I guess, I thought it for some reason it happened later, but yeah, once you give your gift, you'll get your item from your secret Santa, and from there it was Sebastian. Now, you can get, I believe, anyone in the valley. We just happened to get Sebastian this time, and he gave us purple mushroom. There are a few different items you can get. There's only one or two that are, like, pretty valuable, or, like, really valuable, I think. Purple mushroom is unfortunately not one of them, but we're still happy to have it. Like, from my guitar and my skateboard. Oh, my family, I guess. Oh, I hate you, Sam. I hate you so much. Even Vince is probably mature, right? Can we have presents now? He's about as mature, never mind. Oh, I guess I can't talk to you, even though whatever. Is the wizard here anywhere? Like, anywhere? I feel like the wizard should be here, right? He's behind a tree or something, right? Okay, I think we talked to everybody. Sans wizard. I thought for some reason he was at this festival somewhere. Maybe, again, he's out of bounds. Or, like, past somewhere you can't find him. But for some reason, I thought this was one of the festivals. I can't speak. One of the festivals where he actually appeared, but whatever. But with that, there's nothing else really to do at the Feast of the Winter Star. It's just a nice little gathering where you can get a gift, give a gift, and all that. Get a little bit of friendship. We actually should be at max with Demetrius now. I think we were missing a heart. We should definitely be at max now, because I think you get, not as much as it would be on a birthday, but I think you get quite a bit. Time for us to end the festivities. Nothing else for us there. And you can see it pops out at 10 p.m. So again, I'm going to go through my inventory, finish some stuff up on the farm, and I'll see you guys tonight at our money, at our money screen. See you in just a moment. And here are our funds for the day. Again, nothing super special. It's basically just going to be our animals making us money on some of these off days. Hence why you want to put some work into them, because passive money is still money. It's just less than what it can be. The last real big day of note going to be Clint's birthday, the 26th, which is today. Clint loves a lot of gems, so we should be able to just get him like a topaz or something. What's our luck looking like? Good luck, which means we are going to be doing yet another Skull Cavern run today. Oh boy. I know it's your guys' favorites, right? So, once again, I'm going to see you guys probably at oh, never mind, I'm not going to see you at Clint's because Gus is here. Good morning. Good morning, Gus. I was not expecting to see you here. Oh, what a beautiful day. It's snowing pretty heavily. I think it's pretty, but maybe not the best day to be out. You know, as a saloon owner, I hear about everything that's going on in town. I remember when you first moved here, everyone was a bit unsure of what to expect. Stranger from the city? An unknown personality. One sec. Wait, is that stew getting, like, snow in it? Sorry, I have to stir this pot every 5 minutes. Okay. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, you know, it's like when you're making a sauce. If you put in a new spice, you could ruin everything. Oh, shoot, did you see that face? Ignited on fire just spontaneously. But then again, there's always a chance you'll create something new and delicious, right? Man, just almost burnt my house down with my wife inside. Thankfully I don't have kids yet, but still. What I'm trying to say is, it's been great having you in town, and I've come to think of you as one of my good friends. Oh, that's very sweet of you. Anyway, came to give you something. I was cleaning up the back room, and I found this old mini jukebox. I want you to have it. Wow, that's a big thing just for me to hold up my hands like a Zelda item. You received a mini jukebox. It's actually an old do-it-yourself project of mine from many years ago. They're pretty easy to make, so just in case you want to make more, I brought the blueprints for you. I don't know why I struggled to say that. Learn how to craft a mini jukebox. Super cool. Well, I'm gonna head home. I gotta get this marinara back on the stove. Have a good one. Wait, what kind of marinara just spontaneously combusts out in the snow? Whatever. Either way, he was nice enough to come give us the mini jukebox. Allows you to play your favorite tunes. And he gave us the recipe in case we wanted to make more, which is... where's that? There it is. 2 iron bars and 1 battery pack. Very cheap, which is nice, because cheap recipes are always going to be the best. Our mail, Evelyn gave us some cookies, which is nice. And we have Gus. I want to make a fish stew. What does he need? Albacore. Okay, so we got to get to that at some point. I'm just going to come in our house and put this down. I'm going to get back to work. And again, I'll see you guys this time for real at the next part of interest. See you guys in just a moment. Good morning, Clint, and happy birthday! I don't usually get birthday gifts. It actually means a lot. Ryan, thank you. Oh, that's so wholesome. We got to 8 hearts, though. Nice. Well, that doesn't really matter to me. Okay, now he's going to be depressing, so we're going to leave. And with that, that means we are now ready to actually start our run in the Skull Caverns, which I am looking forward to. Let's get it going. And here we have our first, if I can find something to get rid of, I guess just Aquamarine. We have our first strange note of the run, Mermaid Show 15423. This was the note I was talking about way back when the night market was going on that you need to find if you want to find out the code for yourself without having to look it up or having the knowledge beforehand. You don't have to actually have this note in order for it to be possible to put the code in as you saw, but now we have it, so for context, that is what the note looks like. Day comes to a close, and boy howdy did I think it was pretty successful, actually. This time I didn't pull my items away, and it wasn't just because I passed out and wasn't able to. I actually remembered this time to keep them on me so that way I didn't have to do anything ridiculous. Yeah, so we are missing a few items that presumably somebody who was pickpocketing their pockets last night because I passed out on the front lawn. But I can't really tell what items were stolen. Maybe I'll put up a screen or like a screen cap or something. I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, we are now on the 27th, meaning we are getting closer and closer to the end of our, I think that means we're going to do a Skull Cavern run. The end of our first winter. That means, once again, I'm probably going to cut around till I have my inventory emptied and all that stuff, but I guess we should check this out. Bean Hop Hop from Clint, Dr. Harvey, $1,000 cover. Bean Hop Hop from Gus, that's hilarious. Either way, I'm going to cut around, get some stuff done, and I'll see you guys at the first topic of interest. See you guys in just a moment. So it occurs to me that I may have not mentioned why I actually brought the Holy Blade that we recently got with me when I already have the Galaxy Sword. Why would I bring that with me? Well, it is because if you are lucky enough to get the Holy Blade, it has a very unique effect. It is able to I don't know what word I was gonna use there. Entirely defeat mummies with it, like without having to use a bomb. Because at this point, if you recall, if you defeat a mummy normally up to this point, it'll fall into like a pile of like wraps, and then you can't hit it with anything except for a bomb to finish it off. It can be kind of annoying having to waste a bomb sometimes on just an enemy. Sometimes it works out in a good way, but other times it really doesn't. This is why this can be a very useful item. Now, it does not work if you like start with the Galaxy Blade and then goes into a pile of dust or whatever, because you still can't hit it, keep in mind. But it is nice if you are finding yourself having to fight a lot of mummies, or you're wanting to get some cloth, because that is actually worth, as you can see, a decent amount of money. 658 for one piece of cloth is not bad money, especially if you're going to be encountering a lot of them. So if you find yourself fighting a lot of mummies, or you just want another option and you're lucky enough to have the Holy Blade like I do, you might as well bring it with you, as it really doesn't hurt to have an extra little bit of protection, so to speak. First secret note of the run, we're definitely getting less of these, as you can see how late it is, but that makes sense because we only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 left in the entire game, so... It's written in Leia's handwriting. My idea of perfect dinner would be a salad, goat cheese, truffle, and wine. For dessert, I need a poppy seed muffin. Yum. If someone gave me one of these things, I'd melt. So, there is some more of Leia's loved items. We already knew about the salad, but there's some other food items that she likes. Again, nothing super groundbreaking, but hey, all that stuff will add up and can give you more information to work with, and that's never a bad thing when it comes to this game. And not only did we just get another note, we've also reached a new level of understanding, which means that we have gotten our second star in mastery. As you can see, the points have gone up by another 5,000, so it's gonna take even longer to get our next one. But doing these Skull Cavern runs is one of the best ways to get mastery points, especially if you have bombs and resources for bombs, because you get so much EXP just from blowing stuff up, it's ridiculous. But before we cut away and continue the run, we have yet another secret note, which is yet again another one that is a image. In case you're wondering what I'm waiting for, I'm hoping to get all of the notes that have little maps and stuff on them, and then we'll get that all done in one episode or in one day. So we're gonna wait a little bit longer, but you can see there's another one there. It appears to be where we caught the anglerfish, if you recall. Really cool stuff, and we're definitely making more progress. I'm very happy with how things are going so far. Love how I was saying that these were becoming rarer, which they are, but we just got yet another one, which means we have 3 out of the 6 we were missing today alone. Maybe we'll get another one, but probably not. Ancient Farming Secrets, line 37. There's no better helper than a raisin-fed Junimo. Okay, well, this tip is kind of random, but maybe this will come into play in the future. We do recall, I think we did hear something from the wizard about feeding raisins to Junimos, but maybe that'll come into play at some point. But that's not really helpful right now, but hey. I love how I was doubting it, and again, it just continues with the joke of me saying that these things are rarer, but we just got another secret note, and I have to actually find something to get rid of. I guess I'm just gonna throw away the 4 prehistoric bones, because I was just gonna sell them anyway, they don't have much purpose. So let's take a look at the secret note. It is yet another map. What? This one, interestingly, looks to be the desert, so we finally have one for the desert, which is actually interesting. And that means that we are just missing 2 more notes, which is really crazy. Really good progress. Making it to floor 100 yet again. This time we have an interesting looking chest that has a skull on it, and we got an item called Seafoam Pudding. Plus 4 fishing, briny pudding will really get you into the maritime mindset. Very interesting. This, I believe, is new to the game and wasn't always here. I think all it does is it means that you're guaranteed to have a chest floor on floor 100. Correct me if I'm wrong, because again, this is a newer thing, and I'm not entirely sure if that's true, or if it does come down to luck. It definitely seems like it's not down to luck, just be, like, from my personal experience, but who can say for sure? Whew! You have no idea how close we were to passing out there. Maybe you do, because you saw. Interestingly enough, I was going to show the Aged Crimson Fish Roe. Look at how much money we made from just 2 of these. 4,368. It's worth 2,184 by itself. This is new to the game, as mentioned, and it is insanely good. Now, it did get nerfed, I believe, already, but it's still incredibly good, as you can imagine just by seeing the prices there. Anyway, we are down to the last day of our first year in Stardew Valley. Very exciting. Is today going to be another Skull Cavern run to end on? It's a neutral day. Okay, so probably not, because I've had 2 in a row. I think for the last day, we should just go around the valley and do some of our miscellaneous things to prepare for our second year in the valley. A cranberry candy is a fun one to help you celebrate the new year. Cranberries are quite bitter on their own, but submerge them in in an ocean of sugar and they'll taste like angel's tears. Here's how you do it. I thought she was gonna say in the actual ocean itself. Here's what my inventory is looking like after that run. You can see we did really good. Definitely, I'm going through resources for friggin' mega bombs way too quick. With I think it's the gold ore mostly. Thankfully that we can grind for even here. But thanks for a great year, Ryan. I'm excited to tackle the next year together. Same here, honey. But yeah, now I can actually put stuff away. Oh, actually, I want to put that outside. But yeah, we are in our final day of the year, and man, this year has been flying by. I mean, not really, because it's actually been quite a bit, but okay, it feels like it's going by, I should say. We also got these rain totems from a chest room. Activate to greatly increase the chance for rain tomorrow, consumed on use. Those are very useful. There's some other miscellaneous things I got. I got like this dark cowboy hat from a chest. Really, the chest rooms are not anything super exciting. There's some exclusive things like that dark cowboy hat. I think that's the only way you can get that is from there. At least to my knowledge. But for the most part, I don't really think that's stuff you guys want me to just to cut around and be like, oh, here's a chest room, oh, here's a chest room. But I'm not entirely sure. That's going to come down mostly to you guys. But as you can see, yeah, so the Crimson Fish does not produce something every single day. That's one of the things I think that kind of got nerfed. I don't know if it was a guarantee. For all the legendary fish, by the way, not just the Crimson Fish. I'm just using that as the example, because that's the one I have. Did I quick stacked all my iridium ore? Yeah, look at this. We have 299 iridium ore. Holy crap. Oh, that's so nice, because that's gonna help a lot. Just with making money and whatnot. But yeah, I'm going to go through my inventory, do the daily chores, and then I'll see you guys at the first, well, thing of note for the day, our first place of interest. See you guys then. Checking in our greenhouse, and we finally can see that our ancient fruit has grown, our first harvest. Now, the nice thing about ancient fruit and putting it inside the greenhouse, as you can see, is that it regrows. It takes some time, but there we go. So you can see we have our first bit of ancient fruit, and you can also see the price and the description here. It's been dormant for eons, so selling it by itself is 907 gold. Considering it's a crop, that is pretty good. It takes a while to grow, as I said, but this isn't even where the fun really begins. Now, of course, we're going to sell one by itself because we need to for the collection or whatever, but then we're going to keep the rest. And I'm going to show you why that is. Now, you could immediately do, of course, to sell them, you could put them into kegs, which is what the end goal is going to be, but if you recall, we have a thing called a seed maker. You may see where I'm going with this. Once you get at least one of the ancient fruit, you can then start replicating them infinitely. Now, the seeds themselves aren't really worth anything in terms of selling them. What it is worth is then increasing how much you have inside your actual, well, in this case, our greenhouse. I left without my horse like an idiot. It increases our, I should also put some fertilizer in that. I'll do it later tonight. But yeah, it'll essentially increase just how many we can get. So, for example, we actually have 3. So I'm just going to put 3 in there. I'm going to go over and sell this one gold one just so we got it out of the way. And then we can, you know, keep the rest and whatnot for other things later on. But then you're going to see in just a moment. It does take a second, but not nearly as long as some of the other things in the game. There you go, you can see. And as you can see, the amount differs. So there's 1, 2, and 3. It's funny enough. So we actually just got 6 from putting 3 in, which is really good. And so we're just going to be doing that with all of our ancient fruit. We're going to come over here, get our deluxe speed grow, and replant them. And in the end, we're just going to essentially increase our numbers in terms of our... oh, where is it in here? Yeah, here it is. In terms of how much ancient fruit we have growing. And this will eventually hopefully be a greenhouse full of the stuff. So 3, 3, and 1. Not bad at all. So we're going to end with over 10. Which keep in mind, I don't think we even... How many did we get? Not 10. I don't think we even had 10. So not bad. Yeah, look at this. 2. Yeah, so we have 16. I don't remember how many we had, but we went from whatever that number was, if you can do it in your head, to 16, which is really good. So let's plant these down. Gonna, of course, put our deluxe speed grow in first and foremost, just so that way we, you know, get that out of the way. And look at that, we actually have 2 extra. That means we're gonna have to come in here and build another iridium sprinkler, but I'm gonna do that actually later tonight, because there's some other stuff I want to get done in this last day of the season, and I'll see you guys at the first spot of interest for the day. See you guys in just a moment. This is our last chance to potentially get the truffle before the new year. Which at this point it wouldn't matter too much anyway, but let's see if the game will be kind to us, and it'd be funny if it did. But at this point, it doesn't matter too much. Apricot sapling for 2,000, and nothing new. Now, well, there is the penny portrait, and I'll get into that at a different time, but that's really expensive. There's also the rare crow, which I could buy, but I think for now, I'll pass. I want to save my money. But there we go. So yeah, we're not going to complete the community center in year 1. It's fine. That'll be something for next episode, actually, because since it's spring, our pig will be out in the field, and hopefully he'll find us a truffle, and if he does, we'll be done with the community center because we already cooked the maki roll and the I think it was just a fried egg or something that we need for the bundle, and then we're gonna be done with the community center. Isn't that so exciting? Oh, we're getting into the actual, like, because I know I'm sure the last little bit has been kind of boring to watch. I'm not gonna deny that. Again, playing the games, it's a lot different than watching. I try to keep it interesting as best I can for you guys, but trust me, the game's about to really start picking up. And things are gonna start changing with how we approach the game, because like the cool thing about like Harvest Moon-like games or like farm simulators is when they're done well, the entire gameplay almost shifts as the game goes on, with like certain things that you can do and certain things you unlock and whatnot. I'm gonna now head down to the master area because it's time for us to pick our next mastery skill. See you guys down there in just a moment. We made it back in here, and as you can see, we get to now choose yet another one. Now, if you recall, I already mentioned what these did in a previous episode, I was going to say, but actually previously in this episode, we'd already talked about them, I think. So, I don't really need to go over that. Now, you could say that you should go with something like the Advanced Iridium, or the fishing one, or the mining one, but the two I was between was the farming and was the foraging. Main reason I'm going with farming is for two things. The Iridium Scythe is just helpful. Statue of Blessings is going to be useful eventually, but you're going to see something in just a moment. But this one, you can now find golden animal crackers, which permanently doubles the farm's animal's produce. Doesn't work on pigs. This is very helpful. I want those to start appearing. So there we go. We immediately get the Iridium Scythe thrown into our inventory. Can be used to harvest any crops. It's also excellent at gathering hay. Just a straight up improvement on the golden scythe. You can see it's now actually colored out. And now we also have a new recipe in here, which, where is it at? There it is. Okay, you guys ready to see this? Statue of Blessings, 999 stone, 999 fiber, 999 sap, and 333 moss. Touching the statue gives a unique blessing every day. That unique blessing is very helpful, but with the recipe so expensive, it's gonna probably be a little bit before we get to it. But hey, I wanted to show that because I do think it is a good thing once we get it. But the main reason I wanted it was for the Iridium Scythe right now, and for the chance of finding golden animal crackers, both of which are things that we can just find from doing, well, kind of like the golden mystery boxes, which we haven't opened any, because again, I'm kind of waiting a little bit longer for that. But there's going to come a time where we'll find a use for that. Also, do we have a new mission down here? Dang it, I was really hoping we'd have a new mission to work on. Though I guess we don't really need it, because now we have to prepare for New Year. Speaking of, there's a few other spots I need to show you guys, or like certain spots. Oh, come on, okay, check the trash can because my horse right there. First thing we're gonna do is we're gonna head down to Clint's. Actually, we're gonna probably back to the house and then head to Clint's, because one day I'm gonna get a tool upgraded. But one thing I want to talk about is if you are in the position where you are at the end of your first year. I haven't really gone over it. I mean, I talked about it, I think, for like a moment or two. You can go to either Robin or Clint's, and you will find raw resources available for money. At Clint's, you'll find ore, and more importantly, coal. You can't find iridium ore, by the way, just in case you're curious. And at Robin's, you'll find materials like stone and wood. With how valuable stone has been for us, you can imagine that maybe having to buy some if you have a little bit extra cash may be a good thing, especially for things like staircases. I didn't go over this, but it's time for me to go over it now. After year 1 is complete and year 2 begins, you'll still be able to buy said resources, however the price will skyrocket permanently. It will not go back down. If you wish to purchase a large quantity of materials, whether it be wood for certain crafting things you have in mind, or stone, because let's be honest, stone is very useful. I mean, we have thankfully a lot more since we've been doing the mining stuff, but like a lot of these resources, or coal, especially if you're doing a lot of stuff with mining, crafting bombs, coal is going to infinitely be useful. Now you may want to consider spending some of your extra cash in on these resources before the year begins, due to just how intense the friggin' price inflation is. So it's something to keep in mind as we continue forward. Me personally, I've never been one to buy resources in this game, except for when I first started playing and I bought stone for staircases. I'm, however, going to really just ignore it. I'm going to say I'm good and not purchase them, but I will. You'll get also, we've kind of seen next episode what I'm talking about, but I do want to let you know, in case you're playing along or whatever, this is your last chance where you're going to be having a good deal in those resources, so consider buying that now. Now, Clint, I was going to show you what the prices are now so you can kind of give an idea for next episode and kind of see where they are there. I'll have it probably in a screenshot next episode. We are going to upgrade a tool. That was what I was getting at. Now, all these are going to be useful. Iridium watering can is something we're going to pass on for now. Iridium pan is something we're going to pass on for now. All of these, honestly, are pretty just eh. The Iridium axe is going to be the one we're going to go for next, as it has the highest chance of being useful. Things will get started on this as soon as I can. Should be ready in a couple days. Just because, again, we use our axe link more commonly than we do our other tools. Eventually, we're going to upgrade everything to iridium. It's just, it's going to take some time, and so we have to prioritize the right things and whatnot. Now, at the end of the year approaching, there isn't too much more to do. Oh my gosh, this kind of got out of hand, didn't it? They definitely buffed the quarry. There is no way. There is absolutely no way in any world that this is like... Because we completely cleared this out, like, start of this month in game, I think? Like, start of winter? So there is absolutely no way they did not buff the freaking spawn rate for this stuff. Because, like, if this was the old game, you'd have, like, 5 rocks in here by now. But whatever. So I'm going to clear this out. For the most part, that's about all I really wanted to show that was like do in this last day of winter specifically. So probably for the rest of it, I'm going to work on the farm. And now keep in mind, I need to work on the ancient fruit. I may work a little bit more on our tree farm, planting the tree fertilizer. And I also want to prepare our fields for spring, because spring, keep in mind, that means it's time for us to start growing crops again. But don't worry, it should start going by way faster since now we have access to iridium sprinklers, as you can imagine. Not having to water your crops will expedite the process quite a bit, as you can imagine. Either way, I'll see you guys in just a moment. And with that, here is our last night of funds for our first year in the valley, and it is looking really nice. All these things add up. You can see here's our aged crimson fish roe, which we got one of. Here's what our funds looking like. There's the 907 from one ancient fruit. Apricot I sold just because I needed it for the bundle thing. Same with, I think, something else I sold. Oh yeah, this maple syrup and pine tar, which I sold because, again, also I just needed to sell it for the first time. Also, the first time, I haven't shown you guys, we actually got pine tar, but that's from our tree farm. And then, of course, there's a bunch of money thanks to our 34 iridium bars, so we made 34,000 since I sold 34 bars today, which is really, really good. I'm very happy with that. Overall, I'm very happy with how much money we just made, and here you're going to see day 1 of spring, year 2. We've been here for a year. We're married. A lot of things have changed since day 1, huh? We've come a long way, but there's still much higher for us to climb. Next time, we get into spring, as we spring our... spring. We spring into a whole new world out there, because despite it seeming like, not much would change in just one night, technically, a lot has changed, and there's a lot of different things for us to get to. I'm excited for it all. I hope I'll see you all then.